right, y'all. So I also wanted to show you this. It's really cool. I'm just using my hand to cover up, some information. You can't just share all your business. But in my complex, they implemented this cool thing where you can go to the locker room and get your packages from there. And so they send you an email, and you also get a text message directly to your phone whenever you have a package, and it gives you your code. You can see down at the bottom my little access code, and we're gonna go in there, pop the code in, and I'm gonna show you how the lockers pop open. I've done it multiple times, but I'm still just so fascinated by it. I think it is so cool. Especially right now, it is really good to have this because it limits human interaction. Sounds sad to say, good and limiting human interaction in the same sentence, but we're here, and God willing, we'll do our best with it. So y'all, I'm about to take you on a walk. My iPad light is timing out. It is kind of rainy and dreary out there, but it's not exactly raining right now, which is why I'm gonna quickly go before it starts raining again. So let's go for a walk. So as y'all can see, it's just, ooh, it's kind of a gloomy day. It smells really good though. Does anyone else enjoy the smell of the rain? Oh, this is a cute Jeep. Make sure I'm not getting anybody's license plate. I like the look of Jeeps, especially big ones like that. Y'all get a view of the trees. So whenever I get a notification that I have a package, I usually kind of go either the same day or the next day. But y'all, I purposely left it there just so I can have some type of vlog footage for today. Fasting and staying at home, it's just not a lot going on. It's really not. But I just feel like vlogging, and I don't want to bore y'all. So if y'all have ideas of stuff you want to see, I'm not saying that I'm going to, let me try to put the camera up towards the sky so I don't get people's license plates. So I'm not saying that if you tell me you want to see something that I'm gonna do it. I just want to kind of pick y'all's brains because I watch vlogs as well, and I have people that I have been watching on YouTube for years, you know what I mean? And it's so cool to see their lives develop, see them get married and have babies and move and get different cars and just all that stuff. It's like a real reality show, you know what I mean? So I'm just interested in what type of vlog content you all like, because I feel like, my life is not very it's not very entertaining or busy, but some of the people I watch, their lives are not very entertaining or busy either, and I've been watching them for years and I enjoy it. So I think it just depends on the viewers and what they want. So yeah, well, the trees look really pretty. So this is our little door to the locker room, right? And you have a little fob that they give you, like to open the mail room and the locker room and stuff. I just put it on there, and as you can see, it turns green, and then boom, I can open it. And look, y'all, it's so neat. It's just a room full of lockers. Now this room used to be, who did that to the blinds? Y'all, I have slight OCD. I notice little stuff like this and it bothers me. Who did that? So this room used to actually be like an office area, and there were desks and chairs in here, and this area right here used to be a door, a double door, and they made it into a wall and just allowed us to access this door whenever the office is open. So to the best of my knowledge, it is not currently 24 hours I think that's just, for safety, because if it was, anybody could come in here at any time of the night and possibly try to break through there. Some people have minds like that. So right now it's open when the office is open. But yeah, just a wall of lockers. And as you can see, some are really, really big. And then you have some semi-big ones, kind of some medium ones, and then some tiny ones over there. So let's go get our package. Voila! And you just close the locker back and boom, there's our package. That's cool, right? All right, y'all, so now we're walking back home. I was also wondering if anyone who's not Muslim, or a new Muslim, or a Muslim who hasn't practiced in a while, if anyone has any questions about different parts of Ramadan, or like how to do something or what to do when, you know what I mean? Just kind of, any type of questions, especially for anyone who's new to practicing Islam, and maybe this is your first Ramadan or your first couple of Ramadans. I know when I started practicing, it was 2008, October 2008. Wow, that's almost 12 years. We're in April. Yeah, so a few months away from 12 years that I have been a practicing Muslim, alhamdulillah. All praises due to Allah. And I had questions, and I was fortunate enough to have been married to my late husband. May Allah rest his soul and grant him paradise and forgive his sins. But I was fortunate enough to be married to him, and so those sometimes embarrassing questions that you might not want to ask other people for fear of sounding like you don't know, even though you don't, sometimes that can be really embarrassing. So I would just go directly to him, and his mother helped us with some stuff and things like that. So that was very, very easy. Whew, kind of thirsty. I ate. Y'all saw what I ate last night. That was quite a bit of bread. But then also for suhoor, I'm kind of purposefully taking a longer route just so I can talk to y'all a little bit and get y'all out the house. But for suhoor, you saw that I had some water, and that was a green smoothie that was already pre-made. The orange juice, just some leftover orange juice. That's that same bottle that I accidentally spilled on the floor when I showed y'all that orange juice stain. As a matter of fact, that reminds me, I need to show y'all what the stain looks like now. It's a whole lot better. And then of course the date. So I did hydrate, but I probably should have hydrated more last night and not just saved it for this morning. So my mouth is a bit dry right now, but alhamdulillah, that is a part of fasting. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, questions that anyone may have. If you haven't watched some of the previous 2 to 3 videos, you may not know, but I am open to people asking me questions on my Ask account, whereas you can remain completely anonymous. So if you do have any questions that might be kind of embarrassing or something like that, then I don't have to know who you are. Y'all, let me go this way because as you can see, I'm right by the street. So when the cars pass, it's really, really loud, and I'm afraid that you all won't be able to hear me clearly. So we're just gonna take a little detour. Y'all see my little sticky nose pads on my glasses? I found those at the dollar store. And with these glasses, I have to put them on there because it makes little indents on the sides of my nose, and I don't like that. So these little cheap pads really help. I bought some more expensive ones off of Amazon, but they were kind of like a soft plastic and they really didn't help. But these feel more like a thin spongy cloth, so it helps a lot. But yeah, y'all, also throughout the day, evening, night, whatever, and you have to excuse the lighting. This is the natural lighting. Like I said, it's kind of gloomy today, with the weather, so we not lit. um, Somebody's coming. They don't think I'm recording them, but I'm not. So, hi. Where they come to? I did a bad job. I was trying to show y'all the guy because I was kind of thrown off. I don't know if he said salam alaikum or sup. I heard an S. I said hi, and he said something that started with an S. That's why I was like, wait, did he just give me the salam? Like, is he Muslim? It's always a pleasant surprise when you speak to someone and you just give them, a generic hi, hello, good morning, whatever, and they say something and you're like, oh, that's a Muslim. Hey, girl. Hey, guy. But y'all couldn't see him. I was trying to move all around, but where he was like directly behind me, so you couldn't see him. So yes, back to my previous thought. So throughout the day, afternoon, evening, whatever, anytime that a Muslim chooses, they can have additional prayers, additional reading of the Quran, additional dhikr. Dhikr is Arabic for the remembrance of Allah, and it's kind of just saying things repeatedly, such as Alhamdulillah, which means all praise is due to God, and you can say that for 100 times, you can say it 1,000 times. It's different numbers that are believed to have certain benefits, and then the number one benefit is just that you have the name of the Creator on your tongue. MashaAllah, God willed it, Insha'Allah, if God wills or if God allows. Those are just like some of the regular ones. Bismillah, in the name of Allah. Subhanallah, glorified is Allah, or glorified is God. So when you watch my videos, sometimes you'll hear me throw those words in, but I usually try to translate because I do not intend for my videos to just be for Muslims. I want it to be kind of a bringing together of anyone that wants to watch or is interested, So throughout the day, there's different ways that we work to increase our worship to Allah. And for me, y'all, because it is so, it's such a sacred relationship, the relationship that we have with the Creator. So I'm not comfortable like recording myself praying or recording myself reading the Quran when I'm doing it just for the sake of Allah. So if I'm doing it to like share a part of the Quran, then yes, I can do that. Or if I record myself praying maybe to show someone else how to pray, then that's cool. But I really wouldn't necessarily record myself doing certain acts of worship just like for public display. That would be synonymous with ostentation, which is showing off, right? Doing something like how people go out on the street and find homeless people and then record themselves giving the homeless people food and stuff. Like, if you really want to help, like, just help. Don't go recording yourself doing it. You're embarrassing the person, and you're kind of making a show of you doing a good deed. Let it be private between you and God. So when I pray and worship God, I kind of feel like that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get right. I have things that I have to fix, and I'm trying to gain forgiveness, and it's between me and God. So I don't want to be ostentatious. So I just wanted to mention that. All right, y'all. So we are pretty much back at home now. This box has a little bit of weight to it. So try to be fairly quiet when I'm going back to my place because it's a quad and I have neighbors occupying each unit beneath me, diagonally beneath me, to the left of me. So I try not to be, talking loud and stuff like that. Oops, I meant to put that box on this poof, but it fell on the floor. But now I can show you all the orange juice stain. Hi, Boo Boo. Hi, Boo Boo. Hi. Hey, Swahili. You want to say hi? Oh, okay. Swahili's she's a little anxious, She has been with me for so long, and she's still anxious, so I think that's just her. Y'all have to excuse my little sewing stuff I have around the living room. I'm usually a lot neater than that, but that's a top that I'm going to use to put together some orders from my Etsy shop, like black soap, some oils, things like that. And then that's a little sewing container, and then my little sewing grid thing here. Got my sewing machine over there. I was working on some masks, and so I figured instead of just putting everything away when I'm gonna go back to it, let me just hide it in different places in the living room. But I didn't do a very good job of hiding. Okay guys, so here is the orange juice stain. I am still working on it. One of my cats must have got into a plant. You see this little stuff here? So still working on it, but compared to what it was yesterday, y'all, okay, if you didn't watch that vlog, you can go back. It's a lot better. So it looks like I missed the edges here. So I let it dry. I did some vinegar and water, and then I scrubbed and I let it dry again. So I should be able to go back in, get up the remaining pieces of this pulp, and then scrub again to get up the yellow. But it looks a lot better, a whole lot better than it did yesterday. So still working through it, Hey, tribe. So, alhamdulillah, got some of my energy back now that I have broken my fast. I was a bit low on energy today, but it happens sometimes. Alhamdulillah, all praise due to God. This is one of the first things that I'm eating for, this, I guess you can consider this my iftar, yeah, because all I've had before this was a date and some water. I had a class to teach, so now I'm going to eat this. I just warmed it up in the oven. It looks funny, y'all, because these are some homemade egg rolls that I made. My first batch was pretty good, but this batch I made the mistake of leaving the stuffing, like the cabbage and stuff, too warm when I rolled it and then put it in the oil. So it's not, it's not perfect, but it's edible. And then I had some leftover cabbage that I used to stuff it, and that's what you see there in the middle. So all I did was cut up some green cabbage and some red purple cabbage, some carrots. I think there might be some ginger and garlic in here with some seasonings. And that is what I use to stuff my egg rolls, roll them up, and fry them in some peanut oils. And then this is some homemade sweet and sour sauce that I mixed up for the egg rolls. Sweet and sour sauce is a lot easier than what I thought. So this is apple cider vinegar, some ketchup, and that's like a surprise ingredient. I used some turbinado sugar and some coconut aminos as a replacement for the soy sauce. I think there was something else. I would have to look up the recipe. So if anybody wants to know exactly what I use, just leave me a comment and let me know, and I'll post it as a reply. Right now, I think one of the ingredients is escaping my memory, but that's what I'm about to have right now, y'all. And then I have another night class, and then I'll be done for the night, and I'll probably watch some YouTube or Netflix and eat some more before I go to sleep.
So this will be the end of the vlog, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace, blessings, love, and light. God be with you. Bye.